The stadium fell silent. Thousands of Filipino fans, who had packed Sobeys Stadium to capacity, held their breath. Eala had just landed awkwardly after a forehand, and she wasn't getting up. The physio rushed to her side. The medical timeout was called, and for a terrifying moment, the tennis world feared the worst. The girl who had just become the first Filipino to win a WTA Tour title, the girl who had sold out stadiums in 30 minutes, the girl who was carrying the hopes of a nation on her shoulders, was down. Was her tournament over? Was her season over? The questions came faster than the answers. And then, the doctor's update came. What they said stunned everyone. Before the injury scare, before the medical timeout, before the tennis world held its breath, Eala was on the run of her life. She had arrived in Toronto riding the biggest wave of momentum in her career. Just days earlier, she had made history at the Mubadala DC Open, becoming the first Filipino in history to win a WTA Tour singles title. Her victory over world number 3 Jessica Pegula, in a rain-delayed final, had been nothing short of spectacular. The scoreline read 4-6, 6-4, 6-0. She had defeated the tournament's top 3 seeds en route to the title. She had climbed to a career-high ranking of world number 20. She had become a national hero. But there was no time to celebrate. The WTA 1000 National Bank Open in Toronto awaited, one of the most prestigious events on the calendar. Eala, seeded 25th, had a first-round bye. She then claimed a 6-1, 4-6, 6-2 win over Alicia Parks in her opening match. Her winning streak had reached 6 matches. The Eala effect was on full display. Tickets for her matches sold out in 30 minutes. Thousands of Filipino fans packed Sobeys Stadium, waving flags and chanting her name. The third-round match against Caty McNally was supposed to be another step forward. Eala had made a strong start, clinching the opening set 6-3. The crowd was electric. The momentum was with her. And then, in the second set, disaster struck. While leading 3-2, Eala hit a forehand and landed awkwardly. She rolled her right ankle. The pain was immediate. The Filipina called for a medical timeout, and the physio rushed to her side. A bandage was applied to her injured foot. The stadium fell silent. I hit the forehand, and I landed kind of wrong, Eala would later explain. I called the physio, and I think I was like, oh, I don't know what happened, because it happened so fast. The injury couldn't have come at a worse time. Eala's workload had been immense. She had played 4 matches in 5 days, beginning with Monday's rain-delayed Washington final against Pegula. She had then traveled to Toronto, defeated Parks in her singles opener, and returned Thursday night for a doubles loss alongside Venus Williams. The accumulated mileage was beginning to show. And now, an ankle injury threatened to derail everything. After play resumed, McNally raised her level to win the second set and force a decider. But Eala, despite the injury, battled back strongly in the third set, securing an early break and eventually claiming a 6-3, 5-7, 6-4 victory after a 2-hour, 39-minute battle. The crowd erupted, but the celebration was tempered by concern. Would she be able to continue? Would the injury keep her out of the tournament? The questions lingered. And then, the doctor's update came. In her post-match press conference, Eala provided a positive update that stunned the tennis world. Luckily, there's nothing wrong with it. And there were no serious problems, she said. The words were a relief. The injury was not as serious as it had first appeared. The ankle was not broken. There was no ligament damage. The doctors had given her the all clear. Luckily, there's nothing wrong with it. And it was no serious problems, Eala explained. She added, I have a great team who's going to help me recover, and I have high hopes for the rest of the tournament. The announcement sent shockwaves through the tennis world. Fans breathed a collective sigh of relief. The Eala effect would continue. But the doctor's update also revealed the hidden cost of Eala's success. The 21-year-old had been playing an exhausting schedule. She had won 5 matches at the DC Open. She had then flown to Toronto and played 3 more matches in quick succession. Her body was being pushed to its limits. Today was physically, it pushed me a lot. I have a lot of matches in the bag. But that goes for good and bad, Eala said. She acknowledged the toll that the grueling schedule was taking on her body. I am as tired as one can be at this stage, she admitted. You can imagine a lot of matches, but that's the job. But she also made it clear that she was not making excuses. We're athletes. So that kind of physical is, It's like a huge part of our job. She expressed confidence in her team's ability to help her recover. I think I have a great team who's going to help me recover, and I have high hopes for the rest of the tournament. The news of Eala's injury scare and her subsequent recovery sparked a wave of reaction across the tennis world. Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson hailed Eala as the newest, youngest national hero after her Canadian Open win. Filipino fans flooded social media with messages of support and relief. The hashtag #EalaStrong trended on Twitter. Even her opponents expressed admiration for her resilience. Eala's victory over McNally extended her winning streak to 7 matches. She had now won 7 matches in a row across 2 cities. The streak was a testament to her mental toughness and her ability to overcome adversity. As she prepared for her next match, she carried with her the support of a nation and the respect of the tennis world. With the injury scare behind her, Eala set her sights on the next challenge. She was scheduled to face world number 14 Belinda Bencic in the 4th round, a match that would be her first tour-level encounter with the Swiss star. "Oh, super excited. It's going to be the first time that I'm facing her," Eala said. "I'm really excited to be on court again." Eala also revealed her long-term goals. "I'm ready. I'm excited for another match. I'm going to do my best to recover and start again from zero." The words were a reminder that Eala's journey was just beginning. She had already achieved more than any Filipino tennis player in history. But she was not satisfied. She was hungry for more. The doctor's update had stunned the tennis world. But not because it was bad news. Because it was good news. Eala had rolled her ankle. She had called for a medical timeout. She had been treated on the court. And then, she had gotten back up. She had fought through the pain. She had won the match. And she had revealed that there were no serious problems. The true measure of Eala is not in the trophies she wins, the records she breaks, or the goals she achieves. It is in the resilience she shows when things go wrong, the courage to get back up, the determination to keep fighting, the belief that she can overcome any obstacle. "I think I have a great team who's going to help me recover, and I have high hopes for the rest of the tournament," she said. Those words captured everything: the injury, the recovery, the triumph. And they reminded the world that Eala is not just a tennis player. She is a fighter, a champion, a symbol of hope for millions. The final point had landed. The match was over. But Eala's journey was just beginning. The doctors had given her the all clear. The fans were cheering. And the world was watching to see what she would do next.